Elden Ring, the action role-playing game by From Software, dropped earlier this year to a rapturous reception from fans of the fantasy genre. Game of Thrones' own George R.R. Martin was also involved in production of the game, which features some pretty crazy elements of combat, magic, and has even come in for praise for its crazy weaponry. Today, we're discussing the weirdest weapons you need to try when playing Elden Ring. First up, it's the Ringed Finger. This one sounds pretty crazy, right? Well, the weapon really is exactly how it sounds. It is shaped like a ringed finger, but is actually a giant hammer, which we wouldn't like to be under when its user slams it down. The weapon is paired with a claw flick, allowing whoever is in command of it to literally flick enemies away after it has been enlarged. This is one of the weirder weapons we've ever heard of in any game, and in order to access it, you need to head off to Gelmir Hero's grave in Mount Gelmir. Once there, you must navigate a magma-filled cave, as well as a rolling chariot of death. All fun and games. After all of this mayhem, you then need to keep heading down the main path until you get to the end, and once there, you will find the ringed finger inside a chest. Once you've had a go of this one, check back in and let us know how it is. The iron balls are up next. Stay with us. The what? You heard us. The iron balls. Continuing on the theme of hand weaponry, yes, that's a thing, and we're sticking with it. The iron balls are a fist type, see, weapon, which enable you to cover your fists with, you guessed it, big iron balls. Along with turning you into a terrifying prospect to go to war with, the iron balls also give you a stamina boost, increase your attack recovery, whilst also helping with defense, of course. However, it won't be easy to get a hold of these, as you'll need to defeat Blackguard Big Braggart, who is no joke. You can find this guy in Boil Prawn Shack when embroiled in the mission to get to Volcano Manor, where he will be. Yep, boiling prawns. Yummy. Once you've beaten him, you'll need to win back Raya's necklace from the NPC who stole it. If and when you decide to attack, he'll drop the aforementioned iron balls along with the quest item. Will you be having a go at this one? Let us know below. We're talking Giza's Wheel next. Don't go anywhere. Would you believe Giza's Wheel is actually shaped like, wait for it, a wheel? Some have even compared it to a giant pizza cutter, which we can also see, but it is definitely pretty weird. It functions in a similar way to how a chainsaw moves, and it even stays in motion as your character moves along, which allows you to tackle much bigger, stronger enemies. If you want to get your hands on this one, you will need to again head over to Volcano Manor. Once there, you have to go in through the dining hall, where you'll be attacked by Inquisitor Giza. Once you beat him, you will receive Giza's Wheel as a reward, and will now be able to wreak terror on your opponents. What do you make of Giza's Wheel? Sounds cool, right? Next up is the Jar Cannon, another weird and wonderful weapon from the creative brains behind Elden Ring. This handheld cannon looks, for all intents and purposes, like a brass jar. Years ago, secret game weapons consisted of maybe a crossbow or a sniper rifle if you were lucky. Not anymore. Nowadays, you have hand cannons you can carry which shoot great bolts. This one allows you to engage in combat from further away than usual and brings with it the capability of inflicting a ton of damage. To acquire it, you will need to head across to Volcano Cave in Mount Gelmir. Once you arrive, you will be forced into a confrontation with demi-human queen Margot, who is the owner of the fabled Jar Cannon. Once she is out of the way, it will be all yours. So what are you waiting for? Saint Trina's torch is up now. Stay tuned. Would you believe this weapon allows you to set fire to your enemies? Which is as grim as it sounds, of course. All you have to do is hit them with it and poof, they will combust on impact. The torch also has another pretty cool function, a special purple flame, which causes enemies to fall asleep when you blow it in their direction. We could do that to solve those sporadic bouts of insomnia, actually. Of course, once your opponents are out of it, they're a little easier to tackle, so this nifty little function certainly makes things easier. To find it, you will need to head to the consecrated snowfield in the mountaintops of the Giants, where you can find the torch in a moving carriage. It won't be simply a case of walking up to it and taking it, as it is pretty well defended, of course. So once you've defeated the snow giants and armored knights, it's all yours. Will you be trying this one out? And now, it's the Cranial Vessel Candlestick. This one can best be described as just plain weird. A warhammer in the shape of a candlestick? What's not to love? It allows you to hit your opponents hard. Also, the Surge of Faith skill enables a pretty scary looking flame, which allows you to engulf your foes in fire. Nice. To get a hold of this one, you need to go to Giant Conquering Hero's grave, where you will need to access the fog wall with the stone Stone's Word Key. You can find this bizarre weapon behind the fog wall. Where does this rank in weirdest game weapons you've heard of? We're discussing Envoy's Horn now. Stick around. This one is as weird a weapon as you would expect to find in a game such as Elden Ring, and some have even suggested it is a little out of place. Whatever that is, all the weapons are pretty crazy. It's another hammer-type weapon that appears to shoot glass in a bubble shape. To get your hands on this one, you will need to watch out for Oracle's envoys in and around the eastern capital rampart area of Lindell in the royal capital. The envoys tend to drop them from time to time, so look out for them. The jellyfish shield is up next. One of the cooler weapons, or more accurately, pieces of defensive equipment in the game, the jellyfish shield is actually made from the head of deadly spirit jellyfishes. Yep, you heard us. You can even increase the damage you do with this one by using the skill Contagious Fury. This will, of course, add to your weight load, but is probably worth it when you think about the defensive gains it provides. To get a hold of this one, you need to get over to the foot of the four belfries Site of Grace. Once here, head north, where you can acquire it from a dead corpse, which is, of course, guarded by spirit jellyfishes. We're talking Star Fists now. Stay with us. Very similar to the aforementioned Iron Balls, these ones provide you with the ability to cause blood loss buildup. You are able to block incoming attacks by folding your arms in front of you when using the Endure skill, and it's also a fantastic weapon by basically smashing your foes to bits. This one is found in Lindell, royal capital, so start with the western capital rampart Site of Grace. Then head over the bridge and turn left up the rocky path. You will see a building which has a corpse inside, which will drop this weapon. Will you be looking out for this one? Let us know below. And finally, it's the One-Eyed Shield. Another pretty bizarre looking weapon. This one is also a shield, as the name suggests, in the form of a one-eyed giant's head. Weird. Of course, being Elden Ring, this is no run-of-the-mill shield, and whilst it does provide you with some pretty nifty defense, it also features a shotgun inside it, known as Flame Spit. But not just any old shotgun. It allows you to throw out big fireballs at your enemy, which is pretty cool. To get your hands on this insane flamethrower turned shield, you will need to head across to the mountaintops of the giants again, then go to the Guardian's Garrison near White Ridge Road, Site of Grace. Once here, head past the main entrance, then turn left, and when you see the ladder, scale that sucker. Keep going up the stairs and you will soon come to some crates. When you smash through them, they will reveal a hidden path with an invader hiding at the end of it. Once you beat this guy, you will receive the One-Eyed Shield. Enjoy! Which weapon are you most looking forward to having a go of? Let us know below. As always, thanks for stopping by today, and remember to swing by next time for more fun and games. Also, why not do us a solid and like, share, and subscribe to our channel? Bye, guys!